And when we worked with Anheuser-Busch, they had a problem with the separators that go between rows of cans during storage and transport. To provide more clarity, when they produce cans for beer or beverages, what have you, they stack them on pallets, and then they have separators like sheets between each row, and then until such time they have a full stack, and then they have a rigid frame at the top of the stack, and then they strap it, and it basically unitizes the whole pallet full of empty cans, and they transport that to the filling stations. So what happened was they were using like a cardboard sheet, and they had problems with ticks and contaminations, and on top of that, they affected the taste of beer. So Anheuser obviously took this, being the king of beers at the time, they took this is very, very serious. It affected the taste of their beer, the taste of Budweiser, as an example. So they needed a solution. They were working on a solution with some major chemical companies. They couldn't come up with a solution. And so we were working with Garry Lyle, who was the head of packaging, and he was like 3 levels down from Anheuser-Busch at the time. So we worked with him, so Richard, my business partner, took it upon himself to come up with a solution, and he came up with a polypropylene sheet, anti-static, rigid, and eliminated all those problems. And we had an opportunity for a contract for $17 million. And we had a meeting, it was a deciding meeting with the head of purchasing. So we're working with A. Schulman out of Akron, Ohio, the largest compounder in North America. So we brought them to the meeting because we were just starting out on our own. We were just like the 2 of us. And we didn't think Anheuser-Busch would take us as serious as they should. But in that meeting, they did. And they really loved our product, and they wanted to proceed forward with a contract. And the first year contract, as I mentioned, was $17 million. So we had this opportunity, and then what happened is that A. Schulman raised the price because they believed Anheuser-Busch would pay anything for this product. And we told them no, not to do that, and so forth and so forth. And they wouldn't, our point person would not communicate with us, and we had a deadline. And the long and the short of it is we quoted on that $17 million contract, 0 profit, just to try to, and then we deal with A. Schulman after we won the contract. Well, it was still too high, and purchasing chose to go another direction. So we got pushed out, and it shouldn't have happened. And then from there, Garry Lyle, who we're working with, he introduced us to Alkaline International because they had they thought that aluminum foam technology would be very beneficial for the pallet or the platform to transport aluminum coils. Then that's another story.